What up, y'all? This is Core File Notice Media giving you another episode of Stream It Just, where we're going to be switching up those algorithms and giving you new stuff to watch on Netflix.
Just stream it, stream it, just stream it.
To start off, number one on the recommendations and what's new to Netflix, I'm going to say Watchmen. Watchmen was recently added. It is a pretty darn good movie. It is 2 hours and 40 minutes long, though, so it is a bit of a long one, but it's based on a graphic novel, and that's always good. Prohibited from using their powers in a parallel Earth in 1985, a band of superheroes unite to defend themselves when one of their own gets murdered. So it's pretty darn good. It's directed by Zack Snyder. If you're familiar with his work, you kind of get an idea of how his cinematography goes. The original graphic novel was written by Frank Miller, who is very, very good. Also stemmed off the movie 300 from a graphic novel as well. So he has some pretty good things on there. Just viewer beware, there is a lot of blue dick in this movie. One of the characters is blue, and they like to show his penis all the time. Second on the list of what's new to Netflix is the Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls. Easily the worst, by far the worst Indiana Jones movie of all four. It's the newest one. So if you feel like watching Steven Spielberg make an ass out of himself, go ahead and watch this movie because there's plenty of it. This movie is not that great at all, but it's new to Netflix. So maybe put it in there and you'll get some cool archaeological finds. But since they have Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls, they have all three of the other Indiana Jones as well. So we got Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and The Last Crusade. And all those movies are pretty good. Fun action-adventure movies with a little bit of like archaeological discovery going on. So those are, for the most part, pretty darn good movies. The Temple of Doom, one of my favorites. And then The Last Crusade's pretty darn good as well. And Raiders of the Lost Ark is good too. All of them are very solid movies. And since we have Indiana Jones, they have The Mummy, the second Mummy, with Brendan Fraser on Netflix. So those are, not great movies, but they're fun. They're fun movies. So if you want to sit down and have some fun, watch a PG-13 movie about the mummy and all the ridiculousness that goes along with that, it's a fun watch. That's about the best thing I can say about it. It's a fun watch. But also new to Netflix, we got Death Race. Death Race is fun. Death Race came out in 2008, starring Jason Statham, the transporter, gets wrongly accused, has to go to prison, and to try to win his way out, has to win a death race. So it's pretty good. It's very fun. It's a good driver type style movie. Lots of action in it. I want to say, Tyrese Gibson's in it. So I guess they said, hey, he's in Too Fast, Too Furious. Let's put him in this movie too. People will recognize him. Other than that, on what's new to Netflix, there's not too many good things that are new on Netflix right now, except Infinity Wars. So Avengers Infinity Wars is new to Netflix. It's just they're not putting it on and saying that it's on Netflix yet. You have to type in Infinity Wars and it's all the way at the bottom. So if you type in the Avengers, you're not going to find it. So there's a little scoop for you. Other than that, Blue Planet 2 was recently released. It was honestly been on here for about a month and a half now. So it's semi-new. So if you like, water, documentaries and learning things and looking at sharks eating dead carcasses and all the cool little things down in the bottom of the ocean, Blue Planet 2 is out, and that's a lot of fun too. It's one of my favorites. Me and my kids love watching Blue Planet and Blue Planet 2. Tim Allen, Men Are Pigs, got put out. This is actually pretty old. I'm not sure exactly the year it came out, so let's see. 1990. But Tim Allen's pretty darn funny, so that's on here as well if you want to check that out. And that's about it for the new releases this month. So January. It's only the first. Netflix tend to releases new things about the first and second week of the month as well. So that's all I got for you that is new. But I do have a few things that are recommended that aren't new that have been sitting on here that maybe you didn't know was on Netflix. So we got Pulp Fiction. If you haven't seen Pulp Fiction, you need to watch it. It's a stylized crime with weaves together stories of burglars and hitmen and boxers and all this good stuff. And it's a very, very fun movie. You know, it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. It's what really, I think that's what put Quentin Tarantino on the map. You can actually see him. He plays roles in most of his earlier movies. It's great. Very, very good movie. I give it an A without a doubt. Other than that, we have 7 Pounds with Will Smith. 7 Pounds is a one-time watch recommendation. It's a very, very sad story, but it's a good story. And it's, let's see, weighed down by a dark secret. IRS agent Ben Thompson tries to improve the lives of 7 strangers in need of second chances. Really not much else I can tell you about. It's good. Woody Harrelson's in it as well. And it's a good movie. It is definitely a good movie. I watched it once and I don't plan on watching it again. Like I said, it's a one-time watch movie. Here we go. Just so I can prove that I'm not lying to you, we got Avengers Infinity Wars. I actually watched it again yesterday, and it's alright. It's a solid movie. It's 2.5 hours. I think it's way too long. I don't think it needed to be 2.5 hours. I think there's a lot of stuff that they probably could have cut out of it, and a lot of CGI. Watching it the second time, not in theaters, I was like, man, some of this CGI stuff doesn't look that great at all. But it's a solid movie. Spoiler alerts, like what happens at the end is for sure going to get reversed. So it's like, kind of gives you like a false narrative in my opinion. But it's overall, it's fun. Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters is on Netflix. If you haven't shot that, there it is. Planet Hulk. Planet Hulk is very, very good. Good old hour, 21 minutes long. That's including the credits at the end. So Planet Hulk is very fun. Exiled from, or actually, let's see, when Earth's superhero exiles the violent, incredible Hulk to a distant planet called Sakaar. The muscle-bound green monster is sold into slavery. So it's a good movie. It's super good. The comic book was really, really good too. But this is a lot of fun. I liked watching this, and I'm sure other people would dig watching it too. So Lilo and Stitch is on Netflix. Always loved Lilo and Stitch. The Green Room, I recommended Green Room because it was new to Netflix on one of the previous videos. And I got a chance to watch it, and I thought it was great. I loved it. I loved it a lot. It was a very good story. Everything mattered. People die very gruesomely. It's like, it was surprising. And it was good. And good old Captain Picard is in it. And Sean Connery. Patrick Stewart. So he plays like the head of like these skinheads. And he's like in charge of like this radical group, and it was good. So if you are in the mood for like a thriller, horror, brutal movie that's definitely rated R, check this out. It was very good. I dig it. I dug it. And then Bird Box. If you didn't know Bird Box is on Netflix, you must have your Wi-Fi turned off because everyone's talking about Bird Box. But I saw it. We're probably going to do a regular review for Bird Box and kind of break it down, give you a good little 20 minutes about that movie because it was all right. Extinction's been out for a while. Finally got a chance to watch it. It's passable. If you don't have anything better to do and you want to watch like an action movie, that I guess you have to like that style of movie. Like I'm not a big action movie guy. So when I watched it, I was like, yeah, that was good. It was fine. There's a twist. And I was like, yeah, there's a twist. So, not that big of a deal. Michael Pena's in it. He's the main actor. And honestly, I really like him. He's good in everything he does. He's good in this movie. And then Lizzie Chaplin, I believe is her name. She's in this too. And she's always good. There's not really many roles that I've seen her in where I've been like, well, whatever. She plays the same character in a whole bunch of her stuff, but all the acting was good, and the kids did a really good job in the movie as well. So it was fun. it was fun. That's the best thing I can say about the movie. It was a fun movie, filled with action, lots of people getting shot. So that's that with, and this is a new release, and it's about time. I'm a huge fan of the whole Black Mirror series. Lots of fun. Haven't got a chance to watch this yet, but I did want to let you know that it's out on Netflix. It's probably popping up. This isn't really like a hidden gem or anything like that on Netflix. They're pushing this pretty hard. But if you haven't heard of Black Mirror before, the regular series, it's very, very good. They're all standalone. And now there's an actual hour and a half long movie, which is pretty cool. I'm assuming it's just like another episode of Black Mirror, because some of those episodes range from 30 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes. But they're all fun. They're all fun. They're all good. They're all very thought-provoking. So if you haven't heard of Black Mirror before, definitely check them out. And we have a new Black Mirror little movie. So bada bing, that was that. This is Core, Final Notice Media. If you made it to the end, please give me a like, a subscribe, a share, hit the bell icon, all that good stuff. It helps so much. Broke 60 the other day, so I'm excited for the 60 people that subbed and probably the 15 people that will watch this. Much love to you.
Just scream it out.